A lot of you guys have been asking me that Shinjin, what happened? Why you stopped making videos? So right now I'm here sitting in my office and I felt that as the year is coming to an end, right now is the perfect time to talk about what I have learned throughout this year. Now, keeping in mind 2024 was a pretty eventful year. I started the year while I was in Bangalore working internship. Then I came back, joined my father's business. Then I started managing my college and business as well as recently I joined the gym. So a lot of things have happened and right now I'm here to talk about the five important lessons that I've learned this year. Starting about how to set goals. Now, this is an interesting topic. As the year is coming to an end, and next year, a lot of you guys will be thinking of making a lot of new goals. Some might be thinking of, I want to get in shape, I want to get healthy, I want to get strong, or maybe even from a professional point of view, I want to earn money, I want to save this amount of money. But before doing that, make sure you know these things that there are two types of goals. One is action oriented goals, and the other is result oriented goals. So when you're talking about result oriented goals, you can talk about, for example, I want to get healthy, I want to get rich, all this type. But when you're talking about action oriented goals, you can directly measure your progress. For example, if you want to do 100 push ups per day, you can directly measure your progress that at the end of the day how much you have done. Now it when it comes to workout and all, it's easy, but when it comes to business, it gets a little bit complicated. For that, let me tell you, you have to do a SWOT analysis of yourself. Now, what I mean by SWOT analysis: strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. You have to find out what are your strengths, how can you use it in the professional market, what are the threats, what are your weaknesses, that how can you improve on your weaknesses, and how can you turn that into your strengths. What are the opportunities, what skills you can use to exploit the opportunities which the market has to offer, and what are the threats, which means how your competition is performing and how to get ahead of that. Talking about next topic, next thing which I've learned this year is the power of self-realization. Now it's pretty self-explanatory, but what I need you to know that you are much more than what you think you are. And why I'm saying that is because there's a lot of potential in you which is waiting for you to take out, but you are not willing to take out because you are busy doing something which you are not supposed to do right now. Now, talking about me, in my position right now, I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of money in my bank account, I can do whatever I want, I have a lot of freedom, but still, at the end of the day, if everything is stripped off me, if I feel exposed, if I feel insecure, I know that I am not that kind of man yet who has reached his potential. I still have a lot to do, and right now, that is what is keep pushing me to do where I want to be. Or else it would be a real shame to not reach the levels which I am supposed to reach. Next lesson I learned this year is how to control your dopamine. Dopamine, we all know that is a hormone that our brain produces, which makes us feel happy. And now, the confusing part is you can feel happy both by doing good things and bad things. The brain doesn't know yet. So, the what's up to you is that bad dopamine, it can give you temporary pleasure, but in the permanent long term, it can give you harm. And the worst part is it's difficult for you to leave that habit. Now, for me, there are many people who experience bad dopamine by doing bad habits, which now they are facing difficulties to leave. I've been a part of it, and personally speaking, it took a lot of effort from my side to leave the things I've been addicted to, and I'll tell you how I did that. You have to chase positive dopamine for that. Try get up in the morning, get some sunlight, do some exercise, listen to music. If you are unhappy, eat some good food, eat chocolates. That's something you can distract your brain from negative dopamine, and that's gonna help you in your future. Next thing I have learned from this year is you are what you're influenced to be. Let me give an example. You want to drink coffee. So you can find coffee in a roadside shop, you can find it in a Starbucks, or you can find it in a five-star restaurant. Here are all the different things you can find coffee, but definitely the price is different, the ambience is different. The type of people and the ambience you find in a roadside shop is much different than what you find in a five-star restaurant. When you go to a five-star restaurant, all you see is wealthy people, how wealthy people behave, how wealthy people talk, how people tip. But when you go to a Starbucks, you find a group of friends having fun, and that is just a small example. On a bigger picture, there's a every day you have to make decisions where you want to be, to whom you want to be, and what you want to become. You have to make the decisions yourself, because at the end of the day you will become like the people and the ambience which is surrounding you. Keep that in mind. And the last point which I've learned from this year is the right way to invest money. Now, many of you are confused over here, like what to do with money, apps, like where to invest it, how should I use my skills to leverage it. Let me tell you, the best place to invest money at this age is in yourself. There's a lot of high paying skills out there which you need to learn so that you can get ahead of your competitors. There are skills like sales, there are skills like email marketing. You have to, like I said before, that you have to do a SWOT analysis of yourself. Suppose your strength is communication, so you can try to leverage your skills in sales, because that's one thing which is a very high paying skill job. But suppose, on the other hand, on the contrary, your weakness is communication. You do not like talking to people. In that case, you can learn how to do computer skills, you can do email marketing, social media marketing. That way, short form content creation is also a very good way in today's world, because many people's attention span has been less. So, short form content creation can be a very good method in which companies will be willing to invest in your skills so that you can do. Yep. And in the end of the day, you should know what's right for you. And then the another thing I wish want to tell about money is that you can just keep it within yourself. Money is something which is meant to be in the market. You can't just keep it stagnant within you. If you just keep it in a place, expect it to grow, it will never grow. You give it to the market gives you back. That's how money works. So don't be afraid to invest money after doing proper research. And also make sure the things that which I've just said, remember it, because it took me a lot of effort to learn these things. But I can I did help you learn these things in a few minutes. So hopefully you have learned something new which you didn't learn 8 minutes ago. Thank you. I'll be rooting for you.